It is a quiet evening. I am sitting in my room alone. Everything is silent. There is no teacher. There is no classroom. There are no students. I am alone, but I have something special. I have a notebook, and I have a dream. My dream is to speak English. I want to speak it well. I want to feel free when I speak, but I don't know where to start. I don't know many English words. My pronunciation is not good. My grammar is not perfect. I feel nervous. I feel shy, but I also feel something strong inside me. It is the desire to begin. It is the courage to try. So I take a small step. I open my notebook. It is empty, but my heart is full. Full of hope, full of questions. Can I learn English by myself? Can I speak without a teacher? I don't know the answer. But I tell myself, just begin. I look around the room. I see a chair. I say, this is a chair. I see a window. I say, this is a window. I walk to the kitchen. I see a cup. I say, this is a cup. I see a spoon. I say, this is a spoon. These are simple words. But when I speak them, I feel something new. I feel like I'm starting to build a new world, a world in English. The words feel strange in my mouth. I speak slowly. My voice is soft. I feel shy. But I keep going. I know it is okay to feel strange. I know this is part of the process. Then I stand in front of the mirror. I look at my face. I smile. I say, hello, how are you? Then I answer myself, I'm fine, thank you. I laugh. It feels a little silly, but it also feels good. I am not waiting for someone to talk to me. I am talking to myself. I am using my voice. I ask, what is your name? I answer, my name is Sam. I say, nice to meet you. I answer, nice to meet you too. This is my first English conversation. I have it with myself, and that is okay. Because this is my journey, I sit down again. I write the words in my notebook. Chair, window, cup, spoon. Then I say the words again. I say them slowly and clearly. I listen to my own voice. It is not perfect, but it is my voice, and my voice matters. Later, I use my phone to record my voice. I speak a few sentences, then I play the recording. I listen, I hear myself, I smile. It sounds better than I expected. I feel proud, not because I am perfect, but because I have started. I remember something important. I don't need a big plan. I don't need a teacher right now. I don't need to know everything. I just need to begin, even if I make mistakes. Even if I feel afraid, every sentence I speak is a small step. Every word I say is a small victory. I am building something. I am building a habit. I am building my confidence. Today, I did not learn many new words. I did not study grammar, but I learned something more powerful. I learned to begin. I learned to believe in myself. Learning English is a journey. It is not a race. I do not need to go fast. I just need to move forward, step by step, day by day, word by word. Now, when I look around my room, I see more than objects. I see opportunities. Every item is a chance to speak. Every quiet moment is a chance to practice. My room is no longer just a place to rest. It is my English classroom. And my voice, even if it is soft now, will become strong. Because I will use it every day. I will speak even when no one is listening. I will practice even when I feel tired. I will continue, because I know this is how I grow. This is how my English journey begins. Not with a perfect sentence, not with a perfect accent, but with a quiet room, a brave heart, and the simple decision to start. It is a new day. The sun is shining. I wake up and take a deep breath. I feel ready to learn. I look at my notebook. I look at my room. Today, I want to make my room a place to learn English. I want to make it my English world. I take small pieces of paper. I write English words on them. I write door, mirror, lamp, and table. I walk around and stick the papers on each object. Now, every time I see the object, I say the word in English. I say, this is a door. I say, this is a lamp. I see the mirror. And I say, hello, mirror, this is fun. This is easy. This helps me remember new words. Every object in my room becomes my teacher, every wall becomes my blackboard. I begin to speak more, I describe what I see. I say, the bed is soft. I say, the window is open. I talk to myself like I am talking to a friend. Then I try something new, I imagine that I am a tour guide. I pretend that someone is visiting my house. I say, welcome to my home. I walk slowly and speak in English. This is the living room. This is where I sit and read. This is the kitchen. I cook food here. I boil water. I make tea. I smile while I speak. I feel proud. I am using English in real life. I also make a small recording. I call it my audio diary. I take my phone and talk about my day. I say, today I woke up early. I drank coffee. I read a story. I keep it short, only 1 or 2 minutes. Then I play it back and listen. I hear my own voice in English. It is not perfect, but it is real. I sound clear, I sound calm, I feel happy. At first, it feels strange to listen to myself. But soon, I begin to like it. I hear the words I know. I hear the sentences I said. I hear my progress. I hear my growth. I keep all the recordings in one folder. Each day, I add one more. It is like watching myself grow in English, step by step. Now, my room is full of English. The papers with English words are still on the wall. My notebook has many simple sentences. My phone has recordings of my voice. This is not just a room anymore. It is my English world. I start to enjoy my learning. I do not feel bored. I do not feel lost. I feel like I'm building something new, something important. I am not waiting for the perfect teacher. I am not waiting for the right time. I am learning now. I am learning here, and it feels good. Sometimes I sit in silence and look around. I remember the time when my room was just a place to sleep. Now it is more. It is my classroom. It is my practice space. It is where I speak, write, and listen. And the best part is, I feel safe. No one is watching. No one is judging. I can try, I can fail, I can learn. Each object I talk to becomes a small lesson. Each sentence I say helps me become better. Each recording I make helps me remember and reflect. I feel that I am in control of my English. I am the student. I am also the teacher. I make the rules. I make the time. I make the effort. I do not need to go far. I do not need to wait for someone else. Everything I need is already here. My notebook, my phone, my room, my voice, that is enough to build something strong. I know this is just the beginning, but I feel excited. I feel ready. Today I made progress. Tomorrow I will do it again. One step, one word, one small moment. This is how I build my English world. It is not loud, it is not fast, but it is real, it is mine. And it is growing, day by day. It is morning, I open my eyes. I sit up in bed. I feel calm. I feel ready. This is a new day to practice English. I pick up my phone. I open a short English story. I read one small paragraph. Then I say it out loud. This is my new habit. I do this every morning. It takes only 5 minutes. But it helps me start my day with English. After I brush my teeth, I go to the mirror. I smile at myself. I say, good morning. Today is a beautiful day. Then I add more. I will drink tea. I will study. I will grow. These are simple words. But they help me think in English. They help me feel confident. When I go to the kitchen to make breakfast, I turn on a podcast in English. The speaker talks slowly. I listen while I cook. I do not stop the audio. I do not repeat the words. I just let the sound enter my ears. I hear English while I fry eggs. I hear English while I wash dishes. I enjoy this time. My brain listens without pressure. Later in the day, I take a short walk. While I walk, I think in English. I look around and speak in my mind. I say, the sky is blue. A red car is driving. A woman is talking on the phone. These are small sentences. But they help me connect English with the real world. Sometimes in the evening, I do something fun. I watch a short English video. Sometimes it is a cartoon. Sometimes it is a slow conversation. I use subtitles. I watch and listen. Then I pause the video. I repeat some lines. This is like a game. I learn new words. I practice my voice. I enjoy it. I also have a notebook. I write new words in it. Only 1 or 2 words each day. I do not make long lists. I do not try to memorize. I just write, read, and use the words when I speak. This way, the words stay in my mind for a long time. I put small labels on things in my room. I write mirror, lamp, door, and window. I stick the labels on each object. When I see the object, I say the word. This is simple, this is easy, but it works. I remember the words without stress. Every weekend, I talk to myself about my week. I say, this week I worked hard. I read 3 stories. I watch for videos. I learned 5 new words. I feel proud. I say the sentences slowly. I say them with joy. I speak with my heart. Sometimes I feel tired. Sometimes I do not want to practice, but my habits help me. They say, just do one small thing, so I do it. I listen for 5 minutes. I talk to myself for 5 minutes. And after that, I feel strong again. Habits help me grow, even when I feel weak. They push me forward. They make English part of my life. I do not try to do everything in one day. I do not study for hours. I do a little every day. That is enough. Now, English is not just a subject. It is a part of me. I use it in the morning. I use it at night. I use it when I walk and when I rest. I do not wait for a big moment. I use small moments. I speak slowly. I speak clearly. My words come more easily. My sentences are smooth. I do not need to translate from my language. I just speak. I just feel. This is how I grow, not by learning fast. But by practicing daily, my voice is stronger. My English is more natural. I feel confident. I feel free. I remember the first day. I was afraid. I was unsure. But I started. Then I made a routine. Then I made progress. Now, I feel proud of what I do. If you want to learn English, build small habits. Read in the morning. Listen while cooking. Think in English when you walk. Watch a short video at night. Write 1 new word. Speak to yourself before bed. Do 1 small thing each day, then add 1 more. Slowly, your life will change. You will not feel like a student. You will feel like an English speaker. Your voice will grow. Your confidence will grow. And it will all begin with 1 small habit. This is how I move from simple practice to real confidence. Step by step, word by word, day by day, and you can too. At the end of my journey, I look back with a quiet smile. I started in silence. I started with fear. I had no teacher. I had no school. I only had a notebook and a dream. I spoke simple words in my room. I looked in the mirror. I talked to myself. I made mistakes. I felt shy, but I did not stop. Each day, I did 1 small thing. I said 1 sentence. I read 1 story. I listened to 1 podcast. I practiced a little. Slowly, English became a part of my life. It became a part of my thoughts, my habits, and my voice. I used the objects around me. I gave them English names. I talked to them. I recorded my voice. I listened and learned. I walked and thought in English. I sang English songs. I repeated sentences from videos. I turned my home into my classroom. I turned my phone into my teacher, and something beautiful happened. I changed. My fear became courage. My silence became sound. My small actions became real progress. I found confidence not in a classroom, but in my room, not in a test, but in myself. I realized, I can speak English. I am enough. This story is not only about English, it is about belief. It is about starting even when you are scared. It is about being kind to yourself. It is about choosing to grow, 1 small step at a time. So, what is the lesson for you? You do not need perfect English to begin. You do not need a teacher, a class, or a big plan. You need a voice. You need a heart that wants to grow. If you speak 1 sentence today, and 1 more tomorrow, you will change. If you make English a habit, it will become your second language. Not because you studied hard, but because you never gave up. Now, dear listener, you made it to the end. That means your English listening and understanding have improved. Congratulations, you are stronger than you think. Let's test your memory with a fun question. What helps Sam feel more confident in English? A. He studied grammar books every day. B. He spoke to himself every day and built small habits. Comment your answer below. Or B. I will check the comments. If you like this story, please subscribe to our channel. Your support gives us the energy to keep making more stories for English learners like you. Every subscription is a big help, and if you feel kind today, consider donating to support this project. In the beginning, it's very hard to make high-quality content without support. We do this for free to help you learn English. Every donation helps us keep going, for you. Thank you for listening, thank you for learning. See you in the next story. Keep going, keep growing, you can do this.